This week's children message comes from the chapter of the Jesus Storybook Bible entitled Treasure Hunt, which is the story of the hidden treasure from Matthew 13. One day Jesus was telling people about God's kingdom. God's kingdom is wherever God is king, Jesus told them. And they all went, duh. No, that's not in there. It's wherever God is in charge, he said. It's where he fills your heart up with his forever happiness, and you stop running away from him, and you love him. But sometimes people couldn't understand things very well. So Jesus helped them by telling them stories that he called parables. Jesus said God's kingdom is like a hidden treasure. And then he told them a story. He said, once upon a time, there was a man working in a field, and he was digging. So there he is, digging. But what he doesn't know is that in the field is buried treasure. So he's digging, clink, clank, clonk. Oh, his shovel bumped into something hard. Well, hello, what is this? He picks it up, he dusts it off. It's a chest. It's rusted, and it's locked, but he pries it open. And what he sees inside takes his breath away. Beautiful, glittering, gleaming, twinkling, sparkling, precious jewels. It's a treasure chest. He wants the treasure. He needs to get that treasure. He must have that treasure somehow, even if he has to sell everything he has so he can pay for it. So quickly, he buries the treasure again, runs home, sells everything he has. He takes that money from the sale and he goes and he buys the field. Now he owns the field and the treasure that's buried in it. And so he runs back and he digs up the treasure again. Jesus said, coming home to God is as wonderful as finding a treasure. You might have to dig before you find it. You might have to look before you see it. You might even have to give up everything you have to get it. But being where God is, being in his kingdom, that is worth more than anything else in the world. It's worth anything you have to give up, Jesus told them, because God is the real treasure. God had a treasure too, of course, a treasure that was lost long ago. What was God's treasure? What was the most important thing, the thing God loved best in all the world? Well, God's treasure was his children. It was why Jesus had come into the world to find God's treasure, to pay the price to win them back. And Jesus would do it, even if it cost him everything that he had.